All right, we are live. We're doing some more of this, unfortunately. We only have got 2 more campaigns to go before this game is firmly in our rear view mirror, so at least there's that. So they tell me to continue campaign. I don't know if they saved the fact that Yeah, okay. They saved the fact that I have not done anything, which is actually surprising. Something I did want to note, going back to the main menu for a moment, is that the menu itself lags, as you can see by me moving up and down very fast, which you'll notice like the really low resolution planet in the left doesn't lag, and like the background video that's playing doesn't lag. So it can't be some render lag that would affect everything. It's specifically that they don't update the UI frequently enough, or maybe the UI specifically is lagging. But the fact that there is a delay between mouse and response is, well, it's just stupid. And another reason to laugh at this game. Now, we are part of an alien invasion force, and we have chosen to land in a population center. There are 3 highlighted regions on this map, which kind of makes me think that there would be more going on here. Like, maybe I'd be able to pick more than one starting mission. I haven't really talked about the overall complexion of this map and how it has informed gameplay, but I just don't really see why you would have this system. I guess it's for level design, or like level selection if you want to go back and play a level. I just don't understand what they gained by doing this. I guess it's like geolocation, and you get to imagine like there be a global conflict or whatever, but I guess it's not like the worst thing in the world. It just feels like it doesn't go far enough. This is by far not the biggest problem with the game, for sure, or even maybe a problem. I guess I would just criticize it for not really feeling like it matters as much. Like, I don't really know. The broader issue is that I never really know why I'm doing something, and the justification is usually established with like throwaway lines of dialogue and really poorly acted cutscenes that I don't want to watch and that take too long. So the information control is not there, and at the same time I also deal with shit like this where I don't know why I'm going to London. I mean, I understand the objective is to distract the populace and set them into disarray, but I don't really understand why I'm doing it this way. Distract attention from the threshold construction activities by attacking major indigenous population centers. So if you guys don't remember the cutscene at the beginning of this Scrin section that I skipped to get in here faster, basically documents our arrival, and then our like commander of some kind, or whoever the head squid man is, says that we that basically there's no precedent for an actual resistance force that can do something about the collection force, so we should be fine. And if we're not fine, then it'll be interesting, or something to that effect. So that's the sort of initial context. I guess technically, by the way, there's a 4th region over here. I don't know what this is. This looks like one of the plant from Mario that like eats you. It's like that turned to the right. So. What's up, UD Commander? I guess maybe you're alluding to this. I don't think this is Italy, though. I think these are just like arbitrary regions that I highlighted, but I could be wrong. All right, let's do it. Hard difficulty. Play mission. Foreman, you've been commissioned a small army to begin attacking the major indigenous population center on the island near Continent 3! This attack will proceed in concert with other assaults on all significant population centers. The intent is to distract the indigenous population from initial threshold construction and intimidate them to the point where they will not threaten ongoing construction efforts. Assess defensive and offensive capabilities. Eliminate all life forms you come across. Even dogs, of course, although those are not enemies until the next game in this franchise, which I'm not playing again. I mean, I've never played it. Wink, wink. Where was I going to go with that? You notice that we just, like, get random small starting armies or whatever in these missions? Or, like, we get random starting assets with no real explanation as to why we have them? Like, they really did a poor job of explaining what our actual state was.
Look at the size of those things! Oh my god, we're being invaded! Oh my god, what is that? Move! Move!
Commence destruction of this indigenous region in order to provoke a response and ascertain their defensive capabilities.
You. So I only have anti-building and anti-tank units for now. I forget how to waypoint mode, but it doesn't matter.
Enemy units sighted.
Seems the DPS of the disintegrator infantry is actually higher.
Unit lost.
Attention GDI Central Command, we have alien contact. Repeat, we have alien contact. Requesting...
It says Orca pilot, but those were Firehawks, so they didn't even get the unit name right. Unless that's supposed to be something unrelated. Yeah, I don't know, this seems like a very inefficient set of units, to be honest. Not the most potent technology.
Objective complete.
I guess I'll destroy the rest of these anyway, because I'm an
Battlefield
evil doer.
Battlefield expanded.
Battlefield expanded twice. And if you count the first time, that's 3.
Reinforcements have arrived. Incoming transmission. Response provoked. Destroy any hostiles you come across.
Wait, these aren't even aligned to the terrain, bro.
Structures. A
These guys aren't
drone
even
ship
role-playing.
has been deployed to facilitate base construction for this offensive.
At least I actually can construct a base.
Unit under attack. Intelligence data updated. New bonus objective received.
Yeah, I agree.
New bonus objective received.
Put my vehicles in one control group, my infantry in another.
New bonus objective received.
I guess I'll go ahead and attack this. I can't garrison structures with these guys, I suppose. Land on that bus. Ah, it didn't actually land.
New construction options. Building.
I'll keep these guys around, and we'll just...
Unit lost.
Oh, they're max rank for some reason. Can I run over? It does not look like I can run over him.
Construction complete.
These are just bonus objectives, but maybe they give me a reward. Sometimes they do that, and sometimes they
New
don't.
construction options. Construction.
Trying to kill these guys, but it's not going as well as I would have hoped. Alright, I guess I have to pull back because I lost all of my hard counters.
New construction options.
Alright, we'll go
Building.
for the barracks equivalent.
Building.
Apparently, having one of these refinery structures, according to some dude in chat the other time I played this, the notable... Oh yeah, I forgot. I have 0 useful infantry against anti-infantry. You don't need silos, so just having a single extractor gives you unlimited capacity. But it's kind of weird how the Scrin basically seem to operate outside of the design tenets of the other races, which seems to have actually been deliberate, even though it's obviously really whack from a game design perspective.
Building. Unit under
Hi.
attack.
I'd like to tickle you.
Lost. Construction complete.
Just blow up the building so it's not in our way, Emma.
Construction complete.
And here's where we deploy one of these. Oh, but now we don't have
Our
enough
base
power.
is under attack. Building offline.
We still don't have enough power.
Building offline. New construction options. Building. Construction complete.
I just didn't want my base defense to go offline while I was fighting, even though I don't even know if it did anything. They are supposed to be the only alien race in the game, but still, like, in an absolute sense, it is really bad for gameplay. I actually only have access to it. Alright, now I will go ahead and attack. They seem to only be interested in attacking with
Construction complete.
these.
Under attack.
These infantry
New
units.
construction options. Our base is under attack. Building. Unit lost.
My anti-vehicle stuff here.
Training. Construction complete. Repairing. Construction complete.
Photon cannon! I wonder where they got the idea for this unit. I guess I'll build a couple of additional disintegrators. Even though I'm out of money.
Insufficient funds. On hold. Cancel. Unit under attack. Construction complete. Our base is under attack.
Yeah, you can do that. It's fine.
Cannot deploy here. Repairing. Training. Unit promoted.
Okay, bye. Now, I'm supposed to blow these walls up, I think.
Unit under attack.
Man, they're sending a lot of infantry very quickly. I guess I'll just rally my gunwalkers though. Holy shit.
Unit lost.
Yeah, they have a lot of infantry for some reason.
Unit promoted.
And I don't have any like specialized infantry to counter them. I can build storm riders, but they're not very good against
Unit under attack.
not very good against vehicles. Close up. Yeah, it feels like my the things that I will be effective against here are pretty limited, actually. So I kind of need. Okay, I need to just keep putting gunwalkers over there. That's fine.
Repairing. Insufficient funds. Unit
Yeah,
under
that doesn't
attack.
surprise me. I guess I should actually cancel that and build a harvester.
Training. Repairing.
Apparently I need 3 photon cannons in order to properly
Our base
detonate
is
one of
under
these.
attack. Repairing. Unit under attack. Unit lost.
I'm sure they'll never run out of resources, just like usual. Let's pull back. Let them come to us collectively. My alien strike force had access to starships. They walked over here and then they did nothing. So that was pretty cool. So this is obviously just like hard counter land where they want me to spam disintegrators to blow up this base and then spam like seekers and vehicles to
Unit under attack. Our base is under
blow up
attack.
the other stuff.
Unit promoted.
I guess my hope is that eventually I get max rank gun walkers. Oh, I just forgot to yeah, Gunwalker is a pretty embarrassing name, is what it is. Oh my god! Look, they're changing targets. It caused one of the buildings to blow up because they changed targets halfway through. Because this is a very good game that respects its players. These cost $1,200, bro. What an expensive fucking gimmick.
Unit promoted. Unit lost.
I hope that was the one that just got promoted. It would be pretty good for a criticism of the veterancy mechanic. I guess I can just start wailing on this a little bit. I'll have to keep track of the minimap.
Training.
Alright. We have 2 of those now, so we should be equipped to do what we need to do.
Unit under attack. Our base is under attack. Unit promoted.
There we go, Master Rank Gunwalker. Check him out.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy. Repairing.
Imagine not actually...
Our base is under attack.
So the Scrin infantry can't garrison structures, and they also can't... Or maybe that's just a gimmick for this map. I don't know. Obviously the rules change all the time. Oh yeah, we should probably fire back, huh?
Unit promoted.
Just keep shooting, bro.
Repairing.
Alright, we'll get a third photon cannon, and hopefully that'll be enough to deal with this, because 3. I suppose, meanwhile, I can start blowing up these buildings that are making it hard for me to see what the fuck is going on. And,
Construction complete. Unit under attack.
yeah, I feel like that actually should be fine. Should be enough. I'm trying to right-click an enemy rocket squad, but instead my right-clicks are landing on the UI elements, which are blocking my... shit. I can build an explorer,
Building.
another power plant. Yeah, I don't really like these limited, these missions where you have limited,
Our base is under
Shit.
attack. Construction complete. Repairing.
like, limited tech.
Repairing. Training.
Let's see, do this. Let's also pull back because we're getting bombed.
Unit lost.
Big surprise there. No. There you go.
Insufficient funds. Our base is under attack.
This is obviously like the slowest way possible, but we'll now build an extractor. I guess I could also blow these bridge sections up. I didn't think about that. Because that's like never a mechanic that's actually used.
Unit under attack. Construction complete.
Fertilized. I suppose they don't really have air defenses, so... I mean, they have rocket troopers.
Our base
But what I
is
mean by
under
that is I
attack.
could probably build a bunch of the fighter things. Can I deploy here? Let's also get a warp sphere so that I can repair my vehicles and deploy them faster. Because this is a strategic game. You can do these things. You can actually do these elements. There are systems where you may interact.
Our base is under attack. Unit lost. Construction complete.
Yeah, it's just weird to me how many, like,
Training.
how distinct all of the
Training.
systems wound up being for this. Meanwhile, there's like this stuff over here, but it's just some master tier dudes. Doesn't do anything.
Insufficient funds. Building. Unit under attack.
Like, I would expect more differences per faction or less.
Our base is under attack.
You know what I mean?
Promoted. Construction complete.
Like, I wouldn't expect lots of differences between 2 factions collectively and 1 other faction. So it just seems really weird, is what I'm getting at. We will this is the slowest playthrough. You guys have seen speedruns, but this is like a long run. Like, how long can I take to beat a mission? That's what this is. You guys enjoy.
Our base is under attack.
The attack waves don't really seem to be heating up that much, to be honest.
Repairing.
Remember to repair this stuff. I guess I can get another one.
Construction complete.
Also, my units... Oh, for a second I thought my units were spinning in a different way than expected.
Construction complete.
Let me do this.
Cannot deploy here.
And then
Building.
this.
Our base is under attack.
Against brain dead AI, these defenses are actually quite effective.
Repairing.
Unless the automatic waypoints don't actually work.
Unit under attack.
Hi guys. Have you met gunwalkers? Well, they didn't change compositionally, it's more like in terms of numbers. That's what changed. Let's
Training.
do some seekers now.
Our base is under attack. Repairing.
Scrin still have that mechanic where if you lose a building, you get a.
Building
Oh,
on hold.
they
Cancel.
still have a mechanic where they
Building.
give you shit.
Construction complete. Insufficient funds. Cannot deploy here. New construction
Let's
options.
do this, and then we'll do
Training.
like 1,000,000 disintegrators.
Our base is under attack. Unit under attack. Unit lost. Construction complete.
There's my buzzers.
Objective complete. Funds transfers.
Oh, I get money for that. Okay. I guess that's not really worth it. Hi guys. I'm just seeing what I can do, despite hard counters.
Unit under attack.
Look, they're stuck. The pathing sent them under the bridge. I wish I could say I'm surprised that something like this happened in a 3D RTS game. But I think they're gone forever.
Unit under attack. Unit lost. Training. Our base is under attack.
I've got one, really. I don't have any. I have like 4 dudes here that are stuck inside the bridge. They can't attack, they can't move. I tried to hit stop and they don't do anything. So that's actually really unfortunate, because that was most of my DPS against infantry.
Training.
What are you guys doing?
Tiberium field depleted.
It looks like these guys are broken.
Our base is
They don't appear to be able to... It looks... I think bridges are just broken in this game. Alright, so those are useless. We'll just build another work sphere
Building.
instead.
structure sold. Unit under
Here,
attack.
go delay them. Hi, guys. Oh, wait, they can attack, sort of. Sometimes. Of course, they just rebuild everything.
Our base is under attack. Insufficient funds.
And eventually hope it's enough. This is a pretty bad first mission.
Unit under attack.
Mostly because the game is not functional. Oh, they've blown open the bridge. So now I need to
Unit
do
lost.
this.
Building.
Oh no, I can just go across this one. I was wondering why there are some vehicles
Construction
here.
complete. Unit under attack.
It seems like a bug.
Our base is under attack. New construction options.
Oh, they just repaired it. Okay. Let's go over here. For
Repairing.
that.
Repairing. Training. Training.
We'll set this rally point down here.
Insufficient funds. Our base is under attack. Unit under attack.
Interesting that the AI actually knows that that's what it's supposed to do. I mean, it's not exactly a very complicated decision tree, but the AI has broken for way smaller things. So.
Unit lost. Our base is under attack.
Unfortunately, I have no more seekers. I don't know what happened to them. But I should be able to blow this up, I hope. Honestly, they seem to be like magicking units out of the sky, but I think my buzzers actually eventually killed the. Yeah, that's pretty funny. All right, let's just clear this bottom base because that's the one that I can attack easily enough because the barracks is already back over here. If they ran out of Tiberium like I did, then it would be possible to sort of sidestep some of this, but apparently my units are capable of attacking while moving, but only selectively? I can't tell. Maybe they attack. They have like a higher cooldown while moving or something. I'm not sure. It doesn't actually seem like it. It seems like maybe they need to be given a target to attack consistently. And if they don't have a target, they will suffer. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do differently. I don't have that many tools. They have a lot of anti-air in both bases from units, and no anti-air from buildings. But my air units are not good against buildings. This is a hilarious bug, but I guess that will offset it so that I can train enough anti-vehicle things? Question mark. I don't know, it doesn't feel like I have really good anti-vehicle options, to be honest. I have anti-vehicle vehicles that are pretty fragile, and not the cheapest either. And then I have anti-vehicle infantry that die to the APCs. So I'm actually not really sure what the intended sort of solution is. It says unit under attack. Oh, he actually is taking damage, so he will eventually die. I wasn't sure if it was possible. Well, I understand that the construction yard is producing additional units, but the number of reinforcements, or the number of units that they train, and the frequency with which they train them seems pretty high. To the point where I don't think I would be able to clear the units necessary and then be able to attack the construction yard. I think the reinforcements would overwhelm me.
Training.
I mean, I know the game is built around hard counters, but this seems pretty excessive. Obviously, hard counters are a terrible design decision, but like my units don't even cleanly fit into the hard counters because I'm actually losing to anti-infantry stuff with vehicles, like primarily anti-infantry stuff here. Because my DPS just isn't strong enough, basically. And then obviously the fact that you build structures entirely out of concert with the rest of the game means that you can do shit like this and then blow up like one or two of my tanks before I can even do anything about it. So. Thankfully they have like really terrible composition where they won't adapt to what you're doing. So they just build units in a sequence. So they built 2 Pitbulls, and now the next 2 units that they build are going to be APCs. Or they won't... Oh no, they are actually building... maybe it's like a certain sequence, basically. Now these units are low enough that they will die. Okay, so I should restart and then... I think I should probably just kill them before they can do that, but I don't know. Because I can easily take the top middle base. We get to listen to the bad acting again. I think we can take that top middle base anytime. That's not a concern. I can blow up the post so that it starts to expand faster, because I think that's a mechanic. Or it starts to expand at all, rather, is what I should say. And then that way I'll be sort of like min-maxing, basically. Yeah, the Seeker's damage is really gimped. It feels like they do way less damage in the number that I have here. Like, the fact that it's taking this long is pretty ridiculous. This is also a reused transmission from elsewhere in the campaign, which is probably why it's tied to an Orca pilot. But that doesn't really make any sense, because they could have just flown Orcas over in that case. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Also, I'm going to clear out the remaining buildings in this side because it contributes to visibility issues if I don't.
Reinforcements have arrived. Incoming transmission.
No, because they have like a million. It says, at least the hard counter tooltip says that.
Unit under attack. New bonus
What do you call it?
Received. New bonus objective received.
The hard counter tooltip says that they are strong against aircraft and vehicles. But there's so many anti-air in the vehicle base that it would definitely not be worthwhile. Like, it wouldn't be cost effective.
New construction options. Building. On hold. Cancel. Building. Unit under
I shouldn't
attack.
bother
Unit lost.
fucking with these guys for now. Well, I guess I can lose the disintegrators because they're completely useless in the grand scheme of things. Thankfully, the
Construction complete.
rocket troopers
Cannot deploy.
decided not to
New
contribute. I
construction
don't know why.
options. Building. Construction complete. Unit under attack.
Fortunately, when they do decide to contribute, it's obviously instant death. Let's do an instant warp sphere because we don't really need the barracks. I'll blow this up for the money. Or I will begin blowing this up. So there's some response happening.
Unit promoted. Construction complete. Unit under attack. New construction options.
I want
Building.
this. I want that. It's going to be a while before I can actually do that, so I'll send these guys back to the warp sphere.
Construction complete. Training.
And then replace the wounded ones. It's here. It's here.
New construction options. Building. Construction complete.
Yeah, they have a ton of missile squads, though, so I don't think that would be very tenable either. As you can see from the number of missile squads that are attacking me. They're not all, I know barracks are pretty unarmored, or low armored. So I sort of get what you're saying there, but
Construction complete.
I'm just saying I don't think it would actually be particularly impactful.
Unit under attack. Unit lost.
I can build the structure, but
New construction options.
I can almost guarantee that it's going to own me.
Training.
It's going to take a lot of money. The fact that pit balls of all things are doing damage to me is pretty embarrassing.
Unit under attack.
Also, the bridge bug definitely killed me in the top base, where the bridges just started. Really classic.
Promoted.
Change the rally point. Oh, hey, the bridge bug happened again. Is there any way to fix this? Because, like, one of these guys is pretty close to max veterancy, so it's actually really bad that I'm not able to do anything with him. In the previous attempt, the bridge bug actually
Training.
immediately owned two
Training.
of my max rank, or one of my max rank gunwalkers, which stopped me from clearing the infantry from the base, which then resulted in all of my seekers dying. It's a pretty crippling bug, since this mission is entirely based around that. I guess we'll just keep going for Seekers then. Jesus. Yeah, Seekers are really weak, man.
Training. Bonus objective complete. Funds transferred.
I also can't run over units, which is another weird abstraction that the Scrin have.
Unit promoted. Unit under attack. Training.
Alright, just go back home for now.
Insufficient funds.
Okay. So your method of solving this was not interacting with ground at all because the terrain is functionally bugged and doesn't work. Got it. Oh, they did die, and that's fine. I guess. That'll just be something that resolves itself. Let's test how good they are against infantry. I feel like they're probably not very good. Actually, they're not bad. It says they're good against vehicles, which I'm going to press X to doubt on. How did they fuck the game up so bad that this is the reaction?
Construction complete.
Whatever. Oh, right. I have to I'll send my longos to do this. I'll also get one of these.
Training. Building. Insufficient funds. Unit lost.
Where the fuck are my dudes?
Our base is under attack.
Why did they not, It kind of sucks that they started waypointing over here when they weren't at all earlier.
Construction complete. Building.
It won't be that expensive to hold this area, but it's just another annoyance.
Unit promoted.
Go homo.
Construction complete. Repairing. Building.
Another one. Well, we're gonna play it that way.
Construction complete. Building offline. Our base is under attack. Building. Repairing. Construction complete. Building online. Building.
Alright, let's send these guys over here to kill those dudes.
Construction complete.
We can build the. We can probably just clear those with the storm riders.
Unit under attack. Building. On hold. Cancelled. Repairing. Construction complete. Unit promoted. Building.
You don't even get any interesting air
Repairing.
units to use in
Our
this game,
base is under
unfortunately.
attack. Repairing. Construction complete. Training. Unit
do
lost.
that.
Unit under attack. Training. On hold. Cancel.
It's really annoying that you're
Building.
denied the ability to queue up units
Repairing.
in a pretty arbitrary manner. Can we send them? I guess they. I don't know why they didn't do that.
Our base is
I think
under
so.
attack. Construction complete.
Let's do this.
Training. Insufficient funds.
What is going on over here? Oh, they're rallied.
Unit promoted. Unit under attack.
No, that guy on the back's picked off for sure. Thankfully, they're only attacking with light armor vehicles, so my gunwalkers can actually do stuff.
Our base is under attack.
Oh, they actually blew up the growth accelerator. It's pretty unfortunate, but it's my own dumb fault for not building something over here. What's the cheapest thing I can do that actually expands? It's actually the nerve center. That's it. Oh, I guess the gravity stabilizer would also work. We have one that's close.
Unit under attack.
Oh, this one I didn't see. Let's go over here and we'll go ahead and.
Our base is under attack. Insufficient funds.
Yeah, it's. I guess I need way more units
Unit promoted.
to do this efficiently.
Unit under attack.
Because Storm Riders cost so much money too, it also takes way more orders of magnitude worth of kills to promote.
Our base is under attack. Building.
Yeah, I too build riflemen to counter air units. This is like StarCraft 2 level AI right here. As in
Unit
terrible.
lost. Training.
What's going on over here? You guys doing okay?
Unit promoted. Training. Building.
I don't even get the foundry
Unit under
in this
attack.
mission. Not sure why.
Construction complete. Insufficient funds. Training. Tiberium field depleted.
Yeah, I guess these things do okay damage as like all-rounders. There's not really a classification in the game's lexicon for well-rounded, which I find kind of interesting. I'm not sure what else is here for me to.
Unit promoted.
At least they didn't get the upgrade that like doubles their hit points or whatever. That would have been a disaster. I'll send these guys home and regroup,
Tiberium field depleted.
and we will just do the same thing to their next base. There's literally more Tiberium right there, buddy. A fork.
Unit under attack.
Oh, there goes an almost max rank man.
Unit promoted.
Thought I saw that at the corner of my eye. Alright. This should be enough. I figure we'll just blow this stuff up. Are these separate players? Because one of them's low power and the other's not, so I assume they must be. Really weird that they have separate players when they have like player-specific mechanics such as power, and then they also, on top of that, do wacky shit like.
Unit under attack.
Wait, what even is this objective? Oh, I guess I can do that. I don't really care about these bonus objectives. I'm just wondering what this 3 is. Oh, they want me to do the growth accelerator. I don't think I can drop that from this range, but maybe I'm wrong.
Unit promoted.
Yeah, okay, Storm Riders were actually the answer. I would not have predicted that, to be honest. Just because I never saw the AI using this many against me, right? Wait, did they build a power plant and then lose power? What the fuck? This game has a lot of inexplicable elements to it. I have to blow up every building.
Unit promoted.
What's going on over here?
Objective complete.
Yeah, there was one more building I had to blow up.
Intelligence data updated.
Owned.
Mission accomplished.
All right, that was a pretty bad opening mission. Hopefully things get less tech restricted and also less deliberately designed around hard counters. That would be nice. Use our downed forces to disable the defenses in this city. Reinforcements will arrive afterwards to take the region over. Okay.
Relay node construction in progress. Due to initial widespread defensive dispersion, multiple nodes will be required. Anticipating delays. Surface units report ichor deposits immature. Ichor harvest projections look bleak. Re-advise mission report, Foreman.
Overlord desires exploration of indigenous species. Ichor harvesting is now a lower priority. Continue diversion tactics and commence threshold assembly operations at once. Resistance is varied, but not united. Victory is assured.
Plan accepted. Threshold locations identified. Assembly procedures commencing. Diversion tactics initiated.
Okay. Off we go. The hostile indigenous population is much more advanced than expected and represents a critical threat to our forces. During diversion attacks on the major population center of Sector 2-5 Continent 3, 2 of our scout ships were disabled in flight by hostile indigenous forces. These ships were carrying data nodes that are critical to threshold construction activities. The nodes are now stranded in enemy territory. Heavy local activity is reported near the scout ships, and this activity is distributed over a wide area. But energy for their forces seems to be coming from a localized source. Eliminate this source, and you'll secure the area and clear their way for reinforcement. Okay.
Incoming
Oh,
transmission.
micro.
Guide the mastermind to a small outpost east of your position. Then plant a manipulator device on their barracks to gain control of an engineer. Unit under attack. New bonus objective received.
Devourer.
Enemy units sighted. Intelligence data updated.
What is this? Manipulator device. Oof.
Not ready for us. All right, guys.
Devour?
They're not ready for us.
Oh, I see the bit.
Take a look at this.
Nice gimmick.
This will get rid of them.
Unit
What do
under
you say?
attack.
Right on.
So I'll just go hunting for that. Ah!
Grenadier squad.
Quick, get run over
Take them
or
out.
something.
Throw them.
I'll just chuck shit at it and see what happens. Oh no, we definitely don't want that. We want the yeah, just wipe this out real quick.
Unit lost.
Do like a mad dash through the whole area.
Watch your step now.
If there's anything else that I can
Heading
do.
over.
Unit under
We'll
attack.
take it.
This is from Command and Conquer.
Target zone confirmed. You. Targeting enemy.
Oh, there's a cooldown on that.
Right down Main Street.
Ah!
How's it going?
All good.
Watch your step
Secure,
now.
safe. Noob.
Unit under attack.
Oh, I see. I can also teleport units. So I can teleport my Devourers. Ah! Don't mind me. Just walking through.
Unit lost.
I can't believe that worked. Oh.
Grenades ready? Right on.
Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? What? How does that range?
Failed.
I guess the sight range is lower than the actual attack range, which does make sense. But what the fuck, man? I thought for sure I walked far enough away. Considering it would have had vision of me because it... That must be like the shitty acquisition... Oh, wait, no, I don't want to do that. I have to click the mission, proc the fucking cutscene, skip the cutscene, then hit play. Why doesn't it just restart me? I don't understand. Why are we still just not having these basic features in the game? Unfortunately, the mastermind starts with manipulator device on cooldown for some reason. A bit weird.
Intelligence data updated.
So this is obviously like a mini game instead of it being an actual product. I will go ahead and look these guys again.
How's it throwing it?
Also, the sort of context behind some of the mission thus far is basically
Grab the plunger. We're flushing them out. Pull your pins.
Unit lost.
as far as I can tell, it's basically that the Scrin transport their units through these Devastator warship-looking things. Even though that's not what they do. They just teleport. They need something specific. I'm going to grab the... I guess the best thing for this would be to grab this tank, and then turn around and run over these guys, and then blow that up. And then hopefully do enough damage to this so that my next tank can do the same thing. And I grab that guy. Although, obviously, the previous attempt, I was able to pretty easily take out the Guardian Cannon with a group of Grenadiers. I specifically want to take this out and then still have enough HP to take out one of those watchtowers. I'm assuming I can't use the manipulator device on defenses.
Confirmed.
If I can, then that obviously changes a lot.
Move out, armor division.
Unit under attack.
I should have enough HP with this to blow it. I also know that there are healing crates like this one, so I can probably use that on my
Enemy units sighted.
homie tank.
They're in our scope. Confirmed.
Go ahead and run these guys over.
Heading out. Area confirmed.
Oh, they have homing grenades. It's pretty advanced technology, actually.
Unit lost.
Apparently they...
Under attack.
Engaging enemy.
Apparently... The...
Assault in progress.
Yeah, this is really funny, because if my tank loses... Oh, actually, wait. No, the tanks would kill each other. So I'll just suicide this tank, and then I'll take control of this guy. Oh, they attack while moving. Yeah, I can't use it. It's obviously pretty arbitrary, but I would not expect anything else from this game at this
Unit
point.
under attack.
I'm thinking we lure those grenadiers over. We can take them and then kill this guardian cannon, so I have a little bit more free space to work with.
Grenadier squad. They're not ready for us. We can take them.
And then the next Predator tank, assuming those are infinite, I can just use. And if not, like, basically I've cleared enough space that even if there were tanks or something, like limited numbers of tanks, then I would just, like, if all the tanks were gone, which they aren't obviously, I would just teleport my Devourers over. But I know that they are fairly fragile, so.
Throw a strike. Watch this.
I guess we'll just do this.
Take a look at this. We're on it. Pull your pins.
Unit under attack.
They're in our scope.
Ooh, oh, okay. That was a pretty short-lived fucking endeavor, huh? There's a watchtower over here, so I gotta be kind of careful. Yeah, there it is. Oh, hello.
Unit promoted.
Oh, that was veterans. I thought that was healing. Ha! Brutalized. I'll take that.
Reload, reload.
Hi, guys. I would like to introduce you to my tank's treads.
Unit under
Clear
attack.
path.
They have your name on them.
They're in
Would
our
you move?
scope.
Thanks.
Move out,
That's all I
armor
needed you to
division.
do.
Area confirmed.
Another watchtower I can blow up
Entering
over
combat
here.
zone.
And then, that's it. What's up, Shamble Man? Engineer, you won't be targeted by enemies or their defenses. Yeah, that's obviously something that I could have maybe guessed, but is not intuitive at all because every other unit is manually targeted when I mind control them. So why would a unit being trained from a mind controlled
This
facility
barracks is
be any different?
protected by defensive towers. Use the mastermind to teleport stranded Devourer tanks detected to the north.
I don't know why they wouldn't just let me figure that out myself, since I have eyes and I can then read the ability. Also, the fact that tanks are like walking over here on a pre-established route is pretty funny, because like
Unit promoted.
this is just a kind of a prank in my eyes.
Unit under attack.
Alright, that tank's actually gonna
Unit
die.
lost.
We can then go and find one of the other ones that was just over here. There's two of them that I
Enemy
saw.
units sighted.
Oh, there he is. He's trying to find me. I have found him.
Predator crew ready to roll.
There you go. Have some fun. And then those tanks can shoot each other afterwards, I don't care.
Enemy
Oh, of
units
course, there's
sighted.
another one.
Unit
Reload,
under
reload.
attack.
Area confirmed.
Actually, I do
Proceeding
care,
to target.
because now there's another one. So just go ahead and shoot that. IMO. And then when you die from this tank, I can control it. And an endless procession of tanks shall serve me. Because this is gameplay in 2007 or whatever. It's not, but...
Unit under attack. Enemy units sighted.
We have contact.
Let me wheel this idiot tank out a little bit further and see what else is going on.
Reload, reload.
That's what's going on.
Unit lost.
Loaded and ready. Heading out.
So...
Area confirmed.
Whoa,
Confirmed.
you can't do that.
Area confirmed. Move out, armor division.
I mean, I guess I'll just suicide a bunch of tanks into that.
They're in our scope.
Unit under attack.
I
confirmed.
get access
Target
to
zone confirmed.
shooting at that. I was gonna try to blow that up because that would give me the opportunity. Wait, why are there only? There's only 3. They're not filling the circle here,
Guns
or the
in
square
action.
rather.
New construction options. Training.
All right, so I need this engineer, and what do I need to capture now?
I got your
Objective
codes.
complete.
Okay.
Enemy units sighted. Incoming transmission. Location of defense power station.
Oh,
confirmed.
it's a gimmick structure.
Use the engineer to capture this structure.
I'll just go ahead and hide in this building. So some of their
Everything's
infantry
ready.
can garrison, just not most, I guess.
Objective complete.
Okay.
Incoming transmission. GDI defenses disabled. Use incoming reinforcements to destroy the GDI presence north of your location.
Okay. Is there another healing? There it is. Oh! What? Why would the fuck would I need to... Like... This doesn't make any sense at all.
Reinforcements have arrived. Unit under attack.
Okay, I'll just go over there. What's happening? Just start moving my units over here.
Select target. Unit under attack. Unit lost.
Let's move back over here. My air units.
Unit under attack.
I don't know what I'll need and what I won't need. So I'm just trying to be somewhat conservative, but also get the mission done in a reasonable amount of time.
Unit under attack. Unit lost.
I did lose the mastermind, apparently. It looks like they're trying to micro from out of my ship, but I can't tell. It might just be coincidence. The fact that the Devastator warships use the same visible projectile as the Seekers is pretty next level. Like, holy shit. This obviously means so completely different things for the game state. Or the impact or whatever. These tanks don't seem to mind being slapped by air units. So yeah, this mission didn't actually need to exist. This could have been a cutscene. I mean, it practically was a cutscene.
Objective complete. Intelligence data updated.
I don't know what else I'm supposed to do.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, especially after playing that actual macro mission, sort of, with a dumb micro opener, it doesn't really seem reasonable to saddle the player with a literal cutscene. Investigate the source of the premature I-Core LQ signal by securing the 2 information facilities in this region.
Relay node construction complete. All 19 threshold assemblies in progress. However, resistance is growing and retaliation has increased. Diversion tactics failing. Victory now highly unlikely. Advise aborting mission immediately, Foreman.
The mission will proceed as ordered. Overlord suspects the deliberate detonation of I-Core LQ to lure harvesting operations. You are to scour the blast site for evidence of premeditation by indigenous species. Confiscate all I-Core information and report findings to Hub.
Order accepted. Disseminating questionable directives to surface units.
Dude, why is my AI getting uppity?
Initial blast site located.
I also don't care about alien politics. I know that might be controversial, but like, I guess they just did that so that they would have a dynamic, but it seems really weird. Ironically, I far prefer these briefings, even though they're a bit melodramatic, and like, I prefer the fact that they are not stupid fucking live action shit. That's really poorly acted or whatever. Foreman, the humans' databases for the I-Core LQ technology are being stored in 2 facilities in this region. These databases may hold the key to understanding how and why the signal that brought us here prematurely was generated. Capture these structures and secure them from threats by any means necessary. We've issued access to our corruptors. They should be very useful in this region. Or you could just not name a unit Corruptor. It's just butter.
Mission execution insufficient. Overlord is impatient. Obtain all I-Core LQ-related information and artifacts immediately.
Incoming transmission. Foreman, we have located 2 information facilities which contain data relating to I-Core LQ explosion. Capture these facilities to extract this data.
They really should put these in main objective
Advanced defensive
briefings.
weaponry guard the information facilities. Destroy these defenses to assist in capturing the facilities.
They really should put these as like the actual in-game intros
New
cutscene or
bonus
something
objective
instead of this shit. Like,
Intelligence data
I just don't
updated.
know what they think they're accomplishing. There we go. Also, when you click on this, it deselects, which is pretty hilarious. Obviously not what you want. I guess I will go ahead and get an early explorer so I can come back here. And then I forget what I need for
Stealth
this.
unit
Oh,
detected.
they're telling me about stealth units that are being detected across the entire map that are not even being detected by me.
Construction complete.
They should know by now that I only care about me.
Building.
Me. It's all about me.
Construction complete. New construction
We'll
options.
get a foundry,
Building.
get a growth accelerator. And then after that, do we really need the foundry right now? I don't think so. We need another
Cancelled.
extractor
Building.
for over here. And then we need a warp sphere so that we can train additional harvesters.
Construction
And we need
complete.
another one of these growth accelerators.
Building.
I also wanted to test to see if I can build those anywhere, because if I can, that's pretty funny. So, like,
Construction complete.
I will see about that. That's about halfway done.
Construction complete.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. This is a funny bug to me that, like, if you're already in the thing, it doesn't show you the thing.
Building.
You know what I mean? You guys know about things? If you're already trying to place a building, it doesn't show you an updated build radius, which is pretty goofy. So they want me to basically engage in these enemies. This is another one of those interesting free-for-all situations where, like, from a designer's perspective, I can tell you a lot about game theory, judging by this situation. So even though this game is not very good, and even though this
complete.
mission is, like, it's kind of, I wouldn't say cheating, but it's, like, doing stuff that's very lazy.
Building.
For example, it's, like, lazily providing all of the map control and information to you.
Our base is under
So
attack.
you don't really get a lot of
Building.
you don't get a lot of opportunities to
Construction.
scout out yourself and see what's going on.
New construction options. Building. Training.
So that means that you don't need to keep track of any of that stuff yourself. You can just look at the minimap. It also, in my opinion, overloads the player with a bit too much information, I think, at the beginning of the game.
Construction complete.
Here's our second warp sphere, which we'll deploy over here. We need a nerve center
Building.
for that. It's fine. I guess we can get an
Training.
assimilator and then capture this mutant hovel, although it's not really that big of a deal. But So yeah, as an RTS level designer, when I approached this game or this particular mission from that perspective, it is kind of interesting to me that we have like these two forces that are fighting, and then they're like clashing, and they have like end game tier tech, and they didn't earn it. It was obviously given to them just by default, which is not very interesting or fair, if you even want to use that term. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. But I'm not sure why this exists. This exists over here, I guess, because they want you to see some flavor or something. I can't really imagine any other reason.
Construction complete.
I'm going to build this over here and see what happens. I guess I can combo that with another base as well. And then also see what happens. And to that end, I should get some devours. They have a lot of vehicles over there.
Building captured. New construction options. Construction complete. Training. Our base is under attack. New construction options.
My base instantly became under attack.
Stealth unit detected. Unit under attack. Unit lost.
Weapon can spawn visceroids. That doesn't sound like a good thing. Wait, what?
Our base is under attack. Training. Repairing.
I don't really care if that does.
Unit under attack.
Where's my ship?
Building. Building. Training.
I can get tripods already, which is pretty nice. These are useless.
Cancelled. Construction complete. Training. Our base is under attack. Construction complete. Unit under attack. Unit lost.
Oh! I may lose. I already blew up my building over there.
Cancelled.
Oh, they don't care. It's fine, guys. I guess they just ran over this.
Training. Our base is under attack. Unit under attack. Cannot deploy here. Cannot deploy here.
I'm sure that won't come back to bite me in the ass.
Training. Training. Repairing. Building. Training. Our base is under attack. Cancelled.
Did I instantly lose my man or something?
Unit lost. Construction complete. Unit under
That
attack.
is definitely feasible.
Building. Repairing. Training.
What do I need for this? Stasis. Yeah, I think infantry might be the name of the game in this particular mission, just because the
Construction complete.
sheer number of shit.
Complete. New construction options.
Let's
Unit
do
under
this.
attack. Training. Building. Building.
I clearly need better infantry than these fucking melee range disintegrators. So let's do this and this.
Training. Construction complete. Our base is under attack. Repairing. Stealth unit detected. Unit lost. Unit under attack.
Alright, we'll do that so that our stealth shit can actually do something. I mean, our shock troopers. Apparently I can't recover my men. A bit weird.
Repairing. Cancel. Our base is under attack.
Yeah, it feels like this is snowballing out of control too much, so I'll just restart. I think if we go the route of hardcore infantry from the get-go, then we should be fine.
Mission execution insufficient. Overlord is impatient. Obtain
I don't know why he's
Incoming
yelling at me when
transmission.
I literally just
Advanced
had the
defensive
same thing
weaponry guard new bonus
being told to me
objective
in
received.
the opening cutscene. It seems really weird. It feels like maybe some of the mission
Intelligence
scripts were
data
written irrespective of the things that the other things that were going on in the quote-unquote narrative.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Building.
All right.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Yeah, we definitely don't actually need the foundry. That's what my take
Construction
on
complete.
the current setup.
New construction
this.
options.
We'll go
Building.
straight for
Construction
those blink
complete.
pack things.
Building.
We will get
Construction
a another. We'll get the stasis
Building.
chamber, right? We also need the nerve center. Okay. All right, that's fine. So after we get the stasis chamber,
complete. Construction complete.
actually, do I still have the power for
complete.
this? No, I don't. But it doesn't matter then.
Building.
So I'll get that, and then I can do
Building
this.
offline.
Now, speed up the process, and then once we're done with
Construction
that,
complete. Building
we can do
online.
the nerve center.
Building.
We will need another. Okay,
On
this is
hold.
where we need another
Cancelled.
extractor instead,
Building.
because this is done now. I think maybe we didn't need the second portal, obviously since we can't use it right now. And then we also probably didn't need to rush the tech because I didn't realize that we needed both tech structures. But we don't actually need. This isn't ever a game where you absolutely need to have like pixel perfect fucking
Stealth
timing
unit
perfect
detected.
things.
Construction complete. Building. On hold. Cancelled.
So it'll be a little bit
Building.
before we get this operational, but
Insufficient
I'm just gonna combine these with buzzers because I don't want the buzzers. I don't think they're very useful. So yeah, they attack each other with a bunch of high tier stuff. So whatever. The corruptors are not useful.
Construction
Because you
complete.
couldn't tell.
Building in progress. New construction options.
We will get
Building.
another power plant and then a tech assembler. Should be good.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. Building.
Not sure if we need a second harvester over here after all. I suppose it couldn't hurt. And then
Training. Training.
that. So we definitely want to get upgrades for the shock troopers, and if those work
Stealth
well,
unit
then we'll be in
detected.
pretty good shape. It's strong versus vehicles and structures specifically, so combine them with gunwalkers, and they should be capable of.
Construction complete.
Like that should be a pretty
New construction
reasonable
options
composition.
On hold. Cancelled.
What does this do? Oh, the shock trooper blink pack is pretty expensive, but it might be worth it. I'm not 100% sure. We'll get that warp
Building.
sphere that I was talking about getting earlier. Let's upgrade one of our power plants. And then we'll
Training.
order some more shock troopers. The warp sphere is mostly just to get another, whatever you call it.
Stealth
Another
unit detected.
harvester. I don't think we need
Upgrade
anything else, to
complete.
be honest.
Construction complete. New construction
That.
options. Training.
So we have the upgraded damage now. So
Insufficient funds.
even though they're attacking us with 4 avatars, maybe we can still do something. And if we can do something here, that means that we can then
Unit promoted.
I don't know.
Training.
cover some of their shit or whatever. Oh, they have the dozer blades upgraded. It's over.
Our base is under attack. Unit under
I guess that's why you would get the blink packs upgrade. I can't garrison with these either. What the fuck? What am I supposed to do? They attacked me with way more shit this time for some reason. I think any status effects that deny gameplay are probably a bad idea, or need to be leveraged in a very specific way so as to not be a complete disaster.
Mission execution insufficient.
And I need more specific examples of whatever you're talking about.
And artifacts immediately.
Incoming transmission. Foreman, advanced defensive weaponry. Objective received.
So that ended very poorly.
Intelligence data updated. Construction complete.
Maybe we can
New
build
construction
advanced air
options.
units?
Building.
Since we have the... Yeah, I think that's probably the solution then.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy.
What do we need? Nerve center.
New construction options.
We will get nerve center, gravity stabilizer, and then a second refinery, and then probably tech assembler because we're going to need it for the advanced aircraft.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
When I think suppressed, I think Dawn of War 2 suppression, where your units move super slow.
Construction complete. New construction options.
And that's pretty
Building.
ugly. Why are you already attacking me, bro? This is so random. Why are they doing
Our
that?
base is under attack.
Oh, I can't build other things. It would only be the...
Cannot deploy.
Maybe I have to move the drone platform over? Okay. What a disaster. So I guess I have to move the drone platform to the right and then expand to the left, and that like breaks the AI or something.
Mission execution insufficient. Overlord is impatient. Obtain all I-Core LQ-related information and artifacts immediately.
Incoming transmission.
Yeah, I still don't know what you mean by
Fourth
suppression.
advanced
You
defense
didn't explain the mechanic, you just explained how it,
Objective
the
received.
ability applies to the target. Which does not help me at all.
Intelligence data updated.
Which is why I asked you to explain the mechanic.
New construction options. Building. Training.
But I don't even know what happens in Dawn of War 2, besides the fact that they move slower. I don't know if it affects anything else. But anyway, I think affecting mobility just because a certain weapon is on you is a bad idea. Instead, it should be a status effect that would be like an on-hit slow effect or something. It'd be very standardized and something that you can interact with.
Construction complete.
and,
New
like,
construction options. Building.
Work around and cleanse or something. As opposed to it just being arbitrary, this weapon type always immediately slows you
Cannot
or grounds you
deploy
or whatever.
New construction options.
So we can't build advanced air units, but maybe Storm Riders would still be more useful.
Building.
I guess we can try that. Because if we get enough of them, maybe...
Stealth unit detected.
I'm not sure.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Obviously, a unit getting sick from malaria has no place in an RTS where you want consistent combat encounters, where like you know that this unit always has this efficacy. A debuff is different than like some weird, wild extra system that does nothing but
Construction
like
complete.
very specific
Building.
shit.
Building. Construction complete. Cannot deploy here.
deploy it.
Cannot deploy here. Building.
All right, time to get those
Construction
airs
complete.
in the air.
Building.
Yeah, starting with blue also gives you a lot more money, I noticed, which is
Construction
obviously something that I
complete.
expected, but then didn't think it would be that big of a deal.
Building. Training.
I guess they might also want you to just go straight tripod, but
Construction complete. Construction
that also feels a bit
complete.
wacky.
Training.
And I guess we'll go one more. Oh,
On
let's
hold.
do this first.
Cancelled. Building.
We'll get one more after that. A fleet of 12, I'm not sure how much damage they're going to do to the composition of our opponents. I don't know if we actually care about the tech assembler then.
Construction
kind of
complete.
no.
Training.
We're going to be stuck on just general production for a while, so I'll wait that out. I don't think we need a second harvester for this area. I don't think it actually contributes too much. My next task will be to go over here and secure this area, but we can't really do that without this war between Nod and GDI being resolved. I'll also keep my ground force over here. I swear, I'm thinking maybe if I'm not close to them, they won't ever pick me as a target. I don't know if buildings are the only thing that count for that, because I'm trying to think of like a through line for what would have happened earlier. Like I kept all my buildings pretty low the first game, not intentionally, and then I started moving them up, and that's when shit started going down. So I wonder how much significance that actually has.
Our base is under attack. Repairing.
Well, we're already seeing some pretty good numbers. Just need 4 more. Or, yeah, 4 more. So, once that's coming to a close, I'll start getting another thing. Okay, they are massing up a strike force, but because we have air units, we can actually counteract this.
Our base is under attack. Unit lost. Building.
I suppose. Oh,
Unit
they're attacking me
under
over here.
attack.
I never would have expected this, just because GDI has never attacked me hitherto.
Construction.
Anyway, that's done. I will
New construction options.
finish all of those.
Unit under attack.
Thankfully, we never need to rearm with these, so it's like one of their main strengths. Yeah, vehicles do not always immediately look functionally distinct.
Unit lost. Unit promoted.
Units do not always look functionally distinct when they have died, which is a pretty huge issue. The assimilators may be the most annoying fucking engineer type. Like, of all the things to have operate very slowly. Oh, true. I agree. It's a reasonable interaction.
Construction complete. Stealth unit detected.
Hear that. I'm also under attack on the right, I'm pretty sure. Had no idea, of course, that it was slow at all.
Unit recovered. Unit under attack.
Global artillery.
Alright, let's move
Our
these guys
base
down.
is under attack. Construction complete.
Let's run over
Stealth
classic.
detected.
Let's also grab another growth accelerator. Nope. Alright, we're pretty close to having 4 full control groups now, which is good. We'll just keep cucking their attack forces before they can even get here.
Unit under attack. Unit promoted.
It is hard for me to actually see what's going on.
Training. Insufficient.
Because these still show up as enemies, obviously. So. Oh, I blew up one of them. Whatever. I'm sure there will be more. Now they seem to have gone back to attacking each other. That's hard to know. I feel like even if Nod sent all of their attack forces at me, they're actually very weak versus Storm Riders.
Recovered.
I'll just keep amassing walkers.
Our
See
base
where we
is
go.
under attack.
So having full map knowledge, or vision anyway, obviously gives me a pretty goofy setup.
Repairing.
Go ahead and grab another gravity
What's the
stabilizer.
status?
I will put this guy over here. We'll just keep an eye out on enemy.
Repairing. Construction complete. Building. Training.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for enemy movement on the minimap. This is another one of those.
Construction complete.
I thought I had a... Oh, here it is. Something over there. It'll only take 8 years.
Building.
Yeah, as you can see, we could very easily just walk all over them.
Construction complete.
It's pretty funny. I will put a warp sphere down over here to repair my walkers.
Avatar.
Unit recovered.
Weapons prime. Thought so.
And I guess I can build another one because the money keeps rolling in, boys.
Unit under attack.
I'm already on it.
Construction complete.
At least there's no selection limit in this one.
Training.
It's already small scale enough IMO. My thinking is most of my forces are biased in the direction of the Nod base, so choosing to...
Our base is under attack. Unit under attack. Unit lost. Unit promoted.
Killing GDI first makes sense. Plus I have defenses for Nod. So.
Training. Training.
Having to manually find which one has a unit and which one doesn't is pretty annoying. I guess I could actually overtrain for these and it wouldn't matter. So I could just like lift them all off and then train again. Now that I didn't think about that because they don't actually need to land to be healed.
Repairing.
It probably is really hard for them to function otherwise. We'll let this out real quick.
Unit promoted. Tiberium field depleted.
I guess while those guys are knocking on the main door, I can go and knock on the back door, by which I mean blow up these air defenses.
Unit lost. Unit promoted.
See how long it takes me to depower their defenses. There you go. Yeah, this became a point-and-click adventure pretty quickly, huh?
Training. Unit under attack. Training.
Everything good over here? So I think Nod will clean the rest of this base up while I'm away doing
Base
this.
is under attack.
Try to reactivate their defenses.
Unit under attack.
Oh, true.
Repairing.
What do you mean this is ridiculous? This is the intended gameplay loop, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I only lost 2 Storm Riders, and they're already back anyways. Hello, Alexander Tennessee. Alexander Tennessee is apparently a modder for Command & Conquer 3, and wanted at some point to ask me what my thoughts were on the game state and why it's broken or bad. Well, homie, you might want to ask a more pointed question, because I don't even know where to begin to tell you what's fucked with this. I could just give you the cheeky everything response, but that doesn't seem very useful. I like how this one just didn't have a third one, didn't have 3.
Bonus
I don't
objective
know why.
complete.
Alright, now I've finished the GDI base,
Intelligence
apparently.
data
Go ahead
updated.
and blow up this, and good to go. Entered. Use this tactic for the rest of the game. It's actually probably what I will do. Because the air units for Scrin are actually really good. They could have just built infantry, but they didn't. I'll go ahead and blow up their construction yard, and then I have to blow up all the base defenses. And I need to get 2 assimilators over here. Slowest unit in the game. So I'll pre-train those. I guess I can just depower though.
Our base is under attack. Unit under attack. Unit lost.
That's my harvester or something.
Unit promoted.
Go ahead and wait about 10 years. I literally lost my base construction, and I don't care.
Our base is under attack.
Hi, guys.
Unit under attack.
You fucking what, mate?
Promoted. Stealth unit detected.
Okay, bye. GG. Unless there's some hidden man over here. I'm in the clear. What's up? Is that you, Ilya? I can't remember Russian names. There are only 3 missions for Scrin? I'm pretty sure there's more, but I can't remember. I don't remember any of the plot beats. You guys like this? This is a real thing that we're witnessing. And zoom in Warcraft 3 style. Wigglehead Raptor! Oh. Check out that terrain. Oh, there's only 1 mission left. What the fuck? I thought we would get like the 5-act structure that the rest of the campaigns had. What a ridiculous pathway.
Building captured. Objective complete.
You're welcome.
Intelligence data updated. Mission accomplished.
Ugh. What a chore. I mean, the biggest issue with the missions is that they deny you certain tools that you need, or would be able to use to express your playstyle. And then on top of that, they have these ridiculous missions where the... what was I going to say? Basically, the missions start you out at a huge disadvantage from pre-placed, like frame 1, tons of stuff on the map. And then the missions also just deny you a bunch of basic things. Prevent the hostile indigenous population from destroying Threshold 19 at all costs. Caw.
Uploading obtained information to Central Data Core.
GDI has always viewed the Tacitus as a warning about the visitors. I saw it as an opportunity to invite a superior race to Earth, a race with great knowledge about Tiberium. According to the Tacitus, a liquid Tiberium explosion would alert the visitors' scout ships. But all of my experiments with liquid T failed to produce the necessary blast yield.
This being already exists in the data core. Genetic derivation is unknown. Overlord will want more investigation.
Threshold assembly under attack. Arrival of increased retaliation forces expected. Mission failure imminent. Foreman, completing at least 1 threshold is now highest priority. Ceasing secondary operations immediately.
Reformat your ship, Foreman. Insubordination is unacceptable.
Without a completed threshold, Foreman cannot return to Aquarhab for violent fusion.
This entire harvesting operation is expendable. Overlord orders more information on Kane.
Order dismissed. A complete threshold assembly and construction of a signal transmitter is your only chance for survival, Foreman. First priority, complete threshold assembly.
I still don't care about alien politics. Yeah, I don't think Command & Conquer 3 influenced the genre very much. I guess it was the first RTS to also be, like, the first mainstream RTS to be released on PC and console. Although I can't remember if the console port came afterwards. Which obviously paved the way for things like Halo Wars. But I don't think Halo Wars influenced the genre massively either. I think the most genre-spanning allegory or argument you can make about, like, these titles influencing the RTS genre is that they were, like, signs of the times, and not... really, they're the end result as opposed to, like, the thing that started it all. I don't think they begot any trends, you know what I mean? Well, the CNC series has very different flaws from game to game, though, so I don't even think your original message does not read that way. Foreman, you must protect the tower at Threshold 19 until its construction is complete. Everything hangs in the balance. The success of your overall mission and the fate of our race, apparently, depends on Threshold 19 tower activation and phasing. You now have access to all our offensive and defensive capabilities. Take command of the base that is established there and keep the hostile indigenous population from destroying the tower at all costs. I will say the previous mission had a lot of FFA contributions, and this mission may also...
Incoming transmission. GDI has built up a strong presence to the north. They appear to be intent on destroying the tower. They must be stopped at all costs. Unit under attack.
I'm glad that they, like, panned away in a cutscene so that I could be told about my objectives while I'm getting fucking bombarded. Pretty good. What am I doing? Oh, bomb more shit. Wormhole. Can I...
Construction complete.
Okay, I can do that. Here we go.
Building. Training. Training.
Well, you guys know what I'm doing.
Building. Our base is under attack.
I'm sure it's fine.
Repairing.
I send these buzzers. No. Who designed this base?
Construction complete.
Which one of you was it?
Building. Training.
Nice money, by the way. Holy shit.
Building. On hold. Cancelled. Building.
Hi, guys.
Unit under attack.
It's me! Tripod! Ugh! Get 3'd, idiot. You fuck.
Construction complete.
Why are they bombing my home?
Construction complete.
It's very rude.
Cannot deploy here.
I know, I'll just keep building harvesters and air pads and see what happens.
Training.
It's pretty comical that I'm even allowed to do this. Whatever. Hey! You fuck!
Unit
Run over them!
Attack.
Hey!
Unit lost.
Attack!
Construction complete.
Power completed in 8 minutes. I like how all of the different versions of this story have just been completely different.
Our base is under attack. Training. Enemy commando detected.
I'm
Building.
sure everything is fine. Oh, I didn't see that.
Construction complete. Unit promoted. Building. Unit under attack. Cannot
Wait, guys, hold
deploy
on. I'm
here.
building more air units.
Training.
They will be my saviors. Fly, air units. I can't send you through the wormhole, so you have to fly there. Quick, go, go, go.
Construction complete. Enemy base sighted.
I lost 2 of my generators. I'm sure that'll slow them down.
Construction complete. Stealth unit detected. Cannot deploy here.
What the fuck?
Unit
Did they just
under attack.
spawn a bunch of units on me? What happened? Oh, I could have blown up the bridge, couldn't I? I guess not forever, but... Okay. Well, the problem is you actually don't have enough units in this game. Like, the scale is really tiny.
Building. Incoming transmission. GDI has built up a stronger attack. Repairing.
So
Building.
I would change that.
Intelligence data updated. Building. Enemy units sighted. Training. Unit lost. Building in progress.
Why have they done that?
Construction complete. Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. Building. Building.
Let's do this a little bit faster.
Construction complete. Repairing. Our base is under attack. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
It's really hard to read this game, and there's a lot of stupid effects. But I don't think that makes it a game for
Cannot
kids.
deploy here. Building.
I don't even know what that means. To be
Building.
honest. I mean,
Training.
I played
Enemy
Brood War when I was
units
a kid,
sighted.
so does
Training.
that make it a kid game? You get over here.
Construction complete.
Need this.
Construction complete. Unit under attack. Our base is under attack. Construction complete. Training. Unit lost. Building. Repairing.
I feel like the secret was definitely getting these out.
Building.
These I don't care about because I can just defend with my air units. Air
Construction
units!
complete.
Go!
Our base is under attack.
Go.
Building.
Hey,
Repairing.
I need those.
Insufficient funds.
You fuck.
Unit under attack. Repairing. Enemy commando detected. Repairing. Construction complete. Stealth detected. Construction complete.
Get that commando!
Base sighted. Construction complete.
Get that commando! Fuck him up! There he is. He's dead. See ya, noob. See ya, noob. They're gonna send more shit over
Cannot
here.
deploy here.
Why can I not deploy here? I guess like the storms can't overlap or something, if I vaguely recall that.
Cannot deploy here.
Well, I'll be interested in knowing how you redesigned visually the Scrin. Be more in line with the previous game, because the aesthetic for this game is always really whack. Visibility is a top concern. Fuck him up. Need probably another refinery.
Building. Insufficient funds.
So it'll be a while before I get that.
Unit under attack.
Wait, do that.
Repairing.
That. I don't even know what that was. I did not
Enemy
need that.
commando detected. Enemy base sighted.
Goodbye. No! Don't beat me! You fuck! That was $1,500.
Establishing video.
Aliens don't even have dollars. Hello?
Foreman, threshold 18 destroyed. Threshold 19 is the last remaining tower. Ascending completion is your only hope now.
I guess I will get a storm column. I am out of
Cannot
anti-infantry defenses. Oh, JK.
Enemy units sighted.
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just blowing you to smithereens.
Unit under attack. Our base
Go back
is
home.
under attack.
What's happening? Oh, fuck. Quick, defend my man. Quick, run, man.
Construction complete.
Run. Flee.
Building.
Alright, I need storm column there.
Building.
What's happening over here? Storm column will defend. I'm losing men left and right. Unfortunately. And by men, I mean planes!
Unit under attack. Training. Construction complete. Our base is under attack.
Curse you, anti-plane infantry!
Insufficient funds.
What am I doing?
Unit lost.
Oh, fuck!
Cannot deploy.
Quick, planes! To my rescue. Ow.
Construction complete.
I don't know.
Unit under attack. Repairing. Our base is under attack. Unit promoted. lost.
Hey.
Unit under attack.
All right. Hopefully everything's fine over here.
Our base is under attack.
Repaired in the nick of time. I need that. Well, I guess I just have to defend, right? That's my only objective. So, I think I've accomplished that. Well, the whole game needs better readability is the problem, so I'm not really sure what you're planning on doing exactly, but...
Harvester lost. Construction complete. Unit under attack.
Like, what am I even supposed to be targeting here?
Our base is under attack. Insufficient funds. Enemy units sighted. Enemy commando detected.
They just keep sending me fucking random visions, I don't know why.
Training. Training.
Oh, actually, I didn't lose that many overall. Oh, there's another one.
Our base is
Wasn't even on a fucking control group. Owned! I like how they still managed to shoot off a fucking set of rockets.
repairing. Repairing. Stealth unit detected. Enemy
Hi, guys.
sighted. Enemy commando detected. Unit promoted. Unit under attack. Our base is under attack.
That's a good thing I came over here, holy shit.
Unit lost. Repairing.
I'm not quite sure how I've managed to keep my income stable, because I feel like I've lost a lot of shit. But, wait, how did I lose my foundry of all things? They must have bombed it or something.
Our base is under attack.
Alright, let's get another storm
Building.
column, because...
Repairing. Construction complete. Enemy commando
more air units.
detected. Training.
Simply insufficient numbers of air units. Baby numbers. Baby quantities. Fuck that. Group of infantry, please.
Repairing. Enemy units sighted. Building.
Let's do that. Yeah. Okay.
Unit under attack. Construction complete. Our base is under attack. Enemy base sighted.
Hello. Don't mind me.
Repairing. Construction complete.
Ah. Quick. Buzzer him. No, I need that. Hey, you fuck.
Sighted.
Who told you could
Cannot
play God with
deploy.
my air structures?
Unit under attack.
Goodbye. Blow up this bridge, please. Slow them down. Alright, go homo. Actually, come over here and blow that up.
Complete.
I
Building.
don't know. What else I might be
On
missing now?
hold. Cancelled. Unit promoted.
It's like a never-ending chain of fucking air defenses with the pre-placed units in this game.
Our base is
I'll just
under
blow up their
attack.
shit anyway. Bye. Owned. Red Alert 3 didn't have squads, but its proportions were worse than Warcraft 3, so it was still an unreadable mess. I don't think there's any value in comparing the two games, though, because you're just comparing shit to shit.
Unit promoted. Training. 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 Enemy commando detected. Objective complete. Our base is under attack.
Was this really it?
Repairing. Establishing video uplink. Threshold activation complete. I-core flow to hub now in progress. Final objective. Complete signal transmitter construction before... The tower is now complete and impervious to GDI's attacks. Construct a signal transmitter so the mothership may be summoned to your location.
Obviously, Fagudo, you would compare shit to something that isn't shit,
Planetary escape depends
and
on
thus
the outcome.
have something resembling a qualitative example of improvement. What do I need to be building? I'm gonna build that. I don't know why I need to build this. Can't I be too busy killing stuff to do some gimmick? I guess I'll go home since I'm dying.
Construction complete. Our base is under attack.
They're also
Stealth
owning me
detected.
with bombers.
New
I don't know how or
construction
why.
options. Now that the signal transmitter is constructed, summon the mothership to your location. Unit under attack. Unit lost.
What's happening?
Repairing. Objective complete. Enemy
Why did I need to
commander
do this?
detected. Incoming transmission. Protect and navigate the mothership to the tower for evacuation.
Why? Why couldn't I have just built it there? Why did you need to add an escort mission? Where is the mothership? Oh, it was...
New bonus objective received.
Wow, thanks. Yeah, bonus objective.
Training. Training. Our base is under attack.
Fuck.
Unit under attack. Tiberium field depleted. Unit promoted. Enemy units sighted.
Alright, I think I have time to go back homo for a restock.
Unit under attack. Repairing.
3D RTSs have always been a mistake, angularly speaking. So.
Our base is under attack. Unit promoted. Unit under attack. Enemy unit
Holy shit.
sighted. Unit lost.
Why have they done this?
Training. Training. Our base is under attack. Repairing. Unit under attack. Unit promoted. Our base is under attack.
Is that actually... Oh.
Repairing.
I did not expect that. Oh, they've actually built anti-air defenses over here.
Unit
Also,
under
did not
attack.
expect that.
Harvester lost.
This is like a play you would see more often if the game state was healthier, because you would actually have like a reason to set up outposts and whatnot. Obviously, no point.
Our base is under attack. Unit promoted.
Go ahead and save the mothership from hit bulls! Can't have that happen.
Our base is under attack.
It's actually faster for me to blow this up than the enemy infantry.
Unit under attack. Units lost.
Just the essence of hard counter, I guess. Wait, did that instantly heal? What the fuck? I guess those are just gimmicked. Whatever. Owned.
Our base is under attack.
There is no spectacle though. Like you literally can't see anything that's happening on the screen. You can't read anything that is happening on the screen. The signals that your eyes are receiving are not able to be parsed.
Signal transmitter ready for transport of mothership to threshold. Successful transport to threshold will enable planetary escape. Congratulations, Foreman. Mission salvaged. Mothership saved.
Mission was aborted. Foreman 371 ignored orders. They're traveling to Icor Hub now. If Overlord desires more information on Kane, the threshold will soon be active for a return trip to planet Earth. Prepare a full invasion force. Earth will fall.
How embarrassing. That was obviously their teaser for the next game, but then the next game only has GDI and nod and embarrassment. A lot of embarrassment. That's like them thinking that they're epic, and they're obviously not. So, obviously, this is a game that is just utter disaster to play. Unit control is terrible, pathfinding is horrible, the squad system removes player precision, but so does all the pathfinding, and so does, like, the air unit behaviors where they, like, sortie around and stuff. If all of the air units worked like the heavy Scrin ships, then it would be more reasonable. I don't think there's any value in having the air units take up paths. I never agreed with that system when it was implemented in the earlier titles either. It just doesn't make any sense. It artificially constrains air units in the first place. I guess that was their reason for not balancing air units, but you can just balance them statistically, and not around hard counters, by the way. But yeah, every aspect of the game's systems is fucked. The fact that they have hard counters completely morphs unit interactions and makes it so that it's possible to, like, basically design a composition around 2 or 3 units that wipes the enemy map clean of enemy dots, or wipes the map clean of enemy dots, without that much concern. Obviously, veterancy is a joke. It shouldn't be added into the game. And then there's, like, support powers that I barely ever used. I didn't really find that much impact, even when the AI were using them against me. It feels like there's just a system that, like, I could mostly ignore. I don't like the super weapon system. I think it's a total gimmick. And also, it was not something I used very often. And I don't really think there was much value in it because it's basically like a 5-minute cooldown to wipe a certain area of threat. Which is mostly used against buildings, believe it or not. Which is obviously quite problematic. So, yeah, I don't really see any value in the title. I guess the aesthetic was kind of interesting in terms of, like, the color palette used on some missions. But it felt too desaturated overall for me to get into it. And obviously the over-focus on, like, weird political shit and drama from the narrative, I think, colored the rest of my enjoyment of the quote-unquote, like, immersive aspects, where you would be getting sort of pulled into the environment and stuff. Obviously readability issues galore, as we talked about. So, yeah, there's not really anything about this game. I would just say, like, if they didn't have such a muted color palette and the game was more readable, the battles would have been a lot more pleasant to watch, and the environment would have been a lot more interesting to navigate and enjoyable, like, easy on the eyes. But instead, everything is just like a weird, muddy mess visually, and not just to read, but also to, like, in terms of, like, what I'm taking away from it. Like, when I'm imagining battles in this game in my head, I don't, like, the environment is, like, just something bland and forgettable, and the units are hard to read no matter what the battlefield is. You go all across the whole planet, so there's not a single ice map. I don't think, which is weird. Like, yeah, there's not a single snow map, is there? That's weird because that was like a staple in the second game, or maybe I'm thinking of Red Alert 2 as opposed to the second Command & Conquer actual game. I can't remember if there are any snow maps in that. Anyway, it's weird that we didn't get to see more visual variety in the terrain. But even if we did, I think it would just be bland and boring like everything else was. Some of the most notable elements of the environment that changed were things like giant Tiberium growths and stuff, like enormous crystalline structures embedded in various ridges and stuff, like in the previous mission where our air units were flying over it in that final mission. But that's pretty much it. I don't know. It just feels like there's a lot of missed opportunities in terms of the environment that they could have done to at least give me something to latch onto while playing the game. But I really have nothing. Like, the gameplay gets interrupted all the time so that they can tell you about your next objective in a very intrusive manner. The UI doesn't function. Bridges are obviously a complete disaster from a programmatical standpoint, as we saw in the first Scrin mission where my gunwalkers were getting stuck underneath bridges. That was hilarious. And there's a lot of inconsistencies and a lot of parallelization for the systems as well, because like Scrin, most infantry from the Scrin can't garrison buildings. They can't crush you unless they're a tripod. And they can't... there was something else that they do that's different. Oh yeah, the silo mechanic, where like they just don't build silos. And then their growth accelerators can be placed anywhere, even if they don't have build space or like build zone, which I guess is good for team games. But I think there's a reason why if you were to play multiplayer, although I don't even know if this works. Can we go online? All right, I don't feel like going through that. But basically, all of the game lobbies that I saw were like, basically like 3v3, no Scrin or something, because they just banned Scrin, like a community handshake on Scrin, not playing Scrin because it's unbalanced. So, yeah, the whole thing just is a disaster, is basically. I don't like the fact that you build units, or you build structures internally and then deploy them all at once. I feel like if you were going to go with a remote, like structure building other structures system, you would want to do it on site, and maybe they would begin at a certain threshold of life, so that it wouldn't just get immediately shut down by like any fire when initially built. But something, like do something, you know what I mean? It just feels really weird that you just build it internally and then deploy it all at once, and then so if it's like a base defense, you just get fucked. If it's like a production facility that can train units very quickly, you also get fucked. If it's like a power plant and you've just denied them power, then you get fucked. And then their base defenses come back online or whatever. So like it's like literally an anti-interaction. It's like taking space that is normally a legitimate interaction in an RTS and then just removing it and replacing it with nothing, or not replacing it. Yeah, I think in Red Alert 3 they gimmicked they made it so that like the production was different for each race, which actually isn't really that much of a gimmick. I should say faction, because they're all humans. But I know the Japanese built structure, like they built vehicles that unpacked into the structures, which was the most infuriating fucking thing imaginable, like so annoying to do, to deal with. And then their allies did the GDI, or like this Command and Conquer style building, and then Soviets, I think, just built it on site over time. But I can't really remember the details. It's just such an ugly game. I don't ever want to look at it or think about it again. But we will be looking at and thinking about this game again because I have to play the expansion. I don't think the campaign is that involved, but it's a little bit longer than what we just played. And we'll also be looking at some of the new tech trees, I believe. So I guess you can stay tuned for that. And that is my shit. That's the stream. Thanks for hanging. And, well, hopefully my feedback was somewhat useful in terms of explaining the problems of this game, Alexander, if you're still watching. And if not, oh well. Just join the server and ask some questions, homie. Bye.